3 days ago we met with our first client to present them their website before officially launching it. And if you wanna find out all the details, stay for the rest of the video, because I'm gonna explain everything that happened in the meeting and afterwards, because it's actually a whole process from getting approved to launch the website to actually launching it online. So it was Friday when we were supposed to meet with our first client to end the deal, and it couldn't start worse than that, because I left 40 minutes before the meeting, and the drive to arrive at the salon was 20 minutes, so I was on time pretty much. I took a margin so I wouldn't be late, and after I drove 5 minutes, I found out that an accident had occurred and we had to take another route that put us like 20 minutes late, so I was gonna be late 20 minutes to my first important meeting. We messaged her to tell her that we are gonna be late 20 minutes, and fortunately enough she said it was fine. She didn't get mad, she didn't have any other appointments. So I met my friend at the location and we entered the meeting, hoping that they will like the website and we wouldn't have anything to change. And it pretty much was like that, except a few details in the copyright on the website. We had some words to change. A photo I think wasn't at the right spot, like it was for a different service and we didn't understand it, but that was kind of it. They looked at the website for 5, 10, 15 minutes, I don't know exactly, and afterwards they said they really like it and what else we should do to officially launch it. Then we said that we should pay the hosting and the domain. We did all that process, and I think afterwards they congratulated us for doing an amazing job. They said they enjoyed working with us, they liked the result, they like everything about the website. And then for us it remained to do, and for us it had remained to do the official launch, like to actually put it on the internet. And I didn't know how long that would take, but I found out a couple hours later when I got home and actually had to upload it on the internet. But before I get into that, I want to say that they liked the site so much that they offered to pay us. It was $40 each, which is obviously not too much. Like if I would get that from my parents, I would be grateful, but I wouldn't be that happy. But knowing I received the money from something I worked for and doing something I partially love, like I actually like doing this kind of website, and actually it made the whole thing real, because I know we can repeat the same process and hopefully the money will follow. And this gives us for a certain amount of time hope that we will succeed. And it was just an amazing feeling to be able to do that. I haven't felt that my whole life, even though I've earned money before for working. For example, I was a tennis coach a couple of years ago. I earned pretty decent money, like in 1 month I think I made $300 or $400 from teaching kids to play, which I also liked, but it wasn't anything like this because I didn't want to be a tennis coach at the time. I just wanted to play tennis and become a professional tennis player. So teaching tennis wasn't my main priority, and that's probably why it didn't feel that good. But right now, when I've earned money from building this website, it was completely different because it's a start of a journey to building a really successful business and then have money to found my future businesses and so on. So yeah, it basically was a completely different experience than when I earned money with tennis, and it's really hard to describe it because I'm not really sure what I felt, but I can assure you it was amazing. And after we left, I was so happy. I hugged my friend, and we really made a commitment to each other that we will keep working and going as hard as we can to repeat this feeling, and we will not give up until we succeed. Now, to get to the actual process of getting the website live, I started working on it as soon as I got home from the gym that Friday. And apparently you can't just take the files from local and click upload and then it will automatically work. You have to go through the hosting panel and install WordPress on the website, and then from WordPress you can import the site. But then I had a problem that you can't import the website if it's too large, so I had to change the maximum upload limits on the website, and it took me a while to figure that out, that it's even possible to do that. And then it was still too large because for some reason I kept deleting info from the databases, and the website file got larger and I didn't understand why, but I eventually figured it out and solved the space problem, solved the size problem with the website files, and I uploaded it, and that was all for the day. I didn't launch it live until the next day, which was Saturday, because I wanted to be sure that I see any mistakes that I could have made. And here we are, Saturday. I started working on it, check everything again, install a couple plugins to make sure the website will work properly. I installed Microsoft Clarity and Google Sitekit, I think it's called. Those two plugins are mainly to track the visitors of the website, see how they act on the website, and the Google one is to find out how they act outside the website and where they clicked from. And then I launch it, I click publish, and everything is online. I was so happy to finally have the website online, to be able to look from my phone, from my mother's phone, from everyone's phone, to look at it without starting live link from local, without having loading issues, without having any of that. And I was really surprised that it was moving pretty well. The pages were loading fast enough, and to be completely honest, everything worked as I expected to. We didn't have any problems, and we also received the final photos from the salon with the salon interior, so we could finally finish the website 100%. So yeah, basically now the website is done. We did a couple changes yesterday on Sunday because the salon owner noticed a couple mistakes that we've made, like small spelling mistakes, and we solved that problem. And yeah, now the site is really good. It doesn't have any obvious problems, maybe like design problems or structural problems, but I mean, it's not perfect. It could benefit some improvements, but we are gonna do those over time. But other than that, everything is working good. We don't have anything to do right now regarding this. We'll wait to receive a testimonial from the salon owner, so we can use that for future clients. We also have to message, I think today or tomorrow, the barber shop, because they answered to our message saying that they were that he's on vacation, and we will talk when he gets back, and we need to message him. Also, my friend will go there to get a cut and use that opportunity to also talk to him about the website if we don't want to send a message anymore. So from what I think, we will be able to work with them also, and everything is going great so far. Yeah, I just have to say again that I'm really happy with how it turned out, and we were able to launch our first website. It's crazy to think about it. I mean, a couple years ago I didn't know that I wanted to do this, or I didn't know how you would do it exactly, but I was always wondering how a website works, how do big companies publish their website, and it seems crazy to me how they do it. And I finally got the chance to launch a website, and God, it's actually on the internet. Like, you can right now go search it up and look at what we worked for, and it's just amazing. A bee is attacking me also. I had to go away a little bit because I was scared of that fucking bee. I know I'm a grown-ass man and I shouldn't be, but that's one of my biggest fears. What I wanted to say is that no matter how much I tried to explain the feeling or everything that happened on that Friday with the meeting and receiving money for what we worked for, I can't describe it in words. You'll know how it feels when you actually do it yourself. At least right now I know how it feels, and I'm really motivated and willing to work for that feeling to happen again. And I think it's the same thing for my friend, and we are going to work for moments like that and enjoy them as much as we can. And to end this video, I just wanna say a continuation to something I said in a previous video about implementing AI in our business. I asked my friend if he could document and research everything about Claude Code, because he told me it's a really powerful tool that could help us a lot with building the actual website. And he has a task until tomorrow or the day after tomorrow to find out as much as he can about that function of Claude. And I also have to think about how we can create an AI or workflow for our business for when eventually we have enough volume. So we will need all of that, because right now we don't have enough volume to be worth it to try and create an AI workflow. We don't have that much work to do that's repeatable, so we are gonna have to progress more with the business to implement that. But I just want to learn about the AI automation and everything about AI for in the free time that I have right now, until we actually start to work on the barbershop business. And yeah, I want to do that because everyone's telling this the most powerful tool right now, and you should definitely check it out. So I want to do that, so I won't be behind, and maybe we can implement it when we have the chance. And after trying this new type of content for a while, like I filmed already 3 videos like that, including the one today, I can confidently say it's a lot better than what I was doing before. I genuinely feel like time passes by. It doesn't feel like I'm obligated to do it because I have to stick to the schedule of posting. And I don't want to say it like I didn't enjoy YouTube before, because I was obviously doing it because I loved it. But every time I had to film, even though I wanted to share the information, I just didn't feel good doing it. And right now that's changed, because I filmed for 20 minutes and I didn't even notice the time passing, so that's a really great sign. So I just wanted to say that for me it's working, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I think I'm just as motivated and willing to put in the work as someone who doesn't have money and has to work to buy food or to live, or things like that. I don't do it for those reasons, but I still have my reason for doing it. I said it before, and yeah, I plan to not give up until I make it. And I don't have any more things to say today, so I'm gonna end it here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. Also share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.